Namaste, Annie Beach and Tisnagasman. Hi, my name is Annie Beach. I am Cree, Soto in Ukrainian, born and raised here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, but I have status and have family relations from Peguis First Nation as well as Broken Head First Nation. And I am a student, recent graduate, I guess, of the School of Art at the University of Manitoba. And am planning to now pursue a full-time career as a full-time artist now that I'm finished at the University of Manitoba. As an artist, I get to do opportunities and teach workshops very much like what I will be teaching you all today. We are going to be talking about an art project, a project where you can submit photos of your project that you make at home in order to be included in the University of Manitoba Indigenous Student Centre celebration for National Indigenous Peoples Day happening June 21st. But before we get into that, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and then we will talk a little bit about the project, and you guys can have an opportunity to make your own at home and send in your submissions in order to celebrate Indigenous peoples and Indigenous resilience. So yeah, my name is Annie Beach. I am, like I mentioned, Cree, Soto, and Ukrainian. Born and raised in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And yeah, I have been a student at the School of Art in the University of Manitoba for the past 5 years, where as a student, really got to try my hand at a lot of different art techniques and really wanted to push myself in order to develop my skills and expand my creative vocabulary in what kind of art I wanted to make. And not only kind of, pushing myself as an artist, but also during my time as a student, also pushed myself to engage more in student leadership positions and community kind of based cultural projects. And so through that, got the opportunity to be a part of the School of Fine Arts Student Association for a number of years, for 1 year being the Indigenous student representative, the second one ever. The first position was held by Kristen Flattery, and has now been passed down to Mackenzie Anderson. So it's been in good hands to have that representation on the School of Fine Arts Student Association. But also after that position, had a chance for a couple of years to be co-president of the School of Fine Arts Student Association as well, with Hannah Reimer. And through the position with SOFA, initially got a chance to work with the University of Manitoba Indigenous Student Association as the fine arts representative, and through there met lots of great, talented, very brilliant, smart people, Indigenous student leaders who were doing incredible work on campus and around the city and across Canada and across Turtle Island. And not only was I kind of pushing myself to build kind of this community and learn from community members on campus and other Indigenous students and learning from them. Also got a chance to kind of explore how can I connect this idea of supporting community and building community with my art practice. And I guess that really all came together in summer of 2017, where I got the chance. I was hired through a Canada Summers job through the West End Biz, and they host this mural mentorship program every year, and they hire art students typically to make their own mural, but also to create it with neighborhood youth in the West End community. So this project, I got to do it with another School of Art student, Brianna Wentz, and her and I got a chance to have her hand at making 3 murals together through that program, and really it just immediately loved it. I immediately loved doing these projects outdoors, on the streets, with members of the neighborhood that were able to, kids as young as 5 years old being able to come paint on the wall, and then for years to come they get to walk by there every day and get a chance to say that I had a hand in making that, and I had a hand in making my neighborhood beautiful. And I think that's why I like public art so much, is it's this opportunity to there's so many benefits to it. There's ideas of accessibility and bringing forth positive and beautiful messages and imagery, and then just the idea that accessibility not only in creating it in projects that were like what we're going to be doing today, but also accessibility in the sense that if someone is not able to afford a beautiful painting, if the city or whatever kind of projects invest in painting murals in neighborhoods, those same people get a chance to have their own beautiful piece of art that they get to call their own in their own neighborhood. So that's why I really like public art. I think it's really important in that sense, and in order to promote positivity and beauty. And I really just enjoyed working with community, and since then have been teaching at different community organizations and youth organizations, graffiti art programming, Opikiwewen at New Directions, things like that, where you get a chance to not only work with and build community connections, also getting to work with Indigenous youth, and getting the chance to just encourage creativity and art building. So so what we're going to be doing today, we can delve right into it now. It's going to be a art project that you can make at home, that's going to be celebrating National Indigenous Peoples Day, which is going to be happening June 21st, Sunday, June 21st, summer solstice, shortest day longest day of the year, which is always super exciting to have that beautiful day to celebrate the warmth that the world gives us. So this project, we're going to be creating rock paintings. So for those that want to see, this is my rock painting that I did. Basically found this larger rock by a train track that is nearby me in the West End neighborhood, and painted both sides of it. But essentially